Have you ever wondered who was the man that united much of Western Europe during the Middle Ages and laid the foundations for modern France and Germany? This man was none other than Charlemagne, a figure whose legacy still resonates in the annals of history. Born around the year 748, Charlemagne, or Charles the Great, was the eldest son of Pepin the Short, the first king of the Franks from the Carolingian dynasty. As a young prince, Charlemagne was brought up in a world of conflict and power struggles, a time when the Frankish kingdom was divided into distinct regions, each with its own ruler. In 768, Charlemagne's father passed away, and the Frankish kingdom was divided between Charlemagne and his younger brother, Carloman. The two brothers co-ruled the kingdom, but their relationship was fraught with tension and rivalry. Charlemagne, known for his ambition and strategic mind, had a vision for a united kingdom, while Carloman was content with maintaining the status quo. However, destiny had other plans. Carloman's unexpected death in 771 left Charlemagne as the sole ruler of the Frankish kingdom. This pivotal moment marked the beginning of a new era in European history. Charlemagne was now in a position to bring his vision to life, to transform a fragmented kingdom into a unified power. With a strong will and a relentless drive, Charlemagne set out on a mission to unite the various factions within his kingdom. He was a man of action, a ruler whose ambition was matched only by his courage and tenacity. Charlemagne was ready to change the course of history. So, Charlemagne began his reign in a divided Frankish kingdom, but he had plans for a united Europe. As we delve deeper into his reign and conquests, we'll see how his vision of unity and power transformed the face of Western Europe, laying the groundwork for the modern nations we know today. Stay tuned to explore the remarkable journey of this medieval titan. Imagine ruling over a land that was once divided and chaotic. How would you bring order and unity? This was the challenge Charlemagne faced when he ascended to the throne in the late 8th century. Charlemagne's reign was marked by a series of military conquests that sought to bring stability and unity to a fragmented Europe. His campaigns were strategic, targeted, and ruthless, and they expanded his kingdom far beyond its original borders. First, let's talk about the Lombards. Charlemagne clashed with the Lombards, a Germanic people who ruled over parts of Italy. In the year 774, he waged a successful campaign against them, incorporating their territories into his kingdom. This was a significant step towards his goal of a unified Europe. Next, we have the Saxons. Charlemagne's interactions with the Saxons were fraught with tension and conflict. The Saxons, who inhabited present-day northern Germany, were fiercely resistant to Charlemagne's rule and his attempts to convert them to Christianity. The Saxon Wars, as they came to be known, were a long and bloody affair that lasted for over 30 years. But in the end, Charlemagne emerged victorious, incorporating the Saxon lands into his growing empire. Lastly, Charlemagne set his sights on the Moors in Spain. His campaign here was less successful, marred by the infamous Battle of Roncesvalles Pass where his rearguard was ambushed. Despite this setback, Charlemagne was able to establish a buffer zone, the Spanish March, along the Pyrenees, which served to protect his empire from further Moorish invasions. These campaigns were not just about power and expansion. Charlemagne was a visionary leader who saw the potential for a unified Europe. He used his military conquests as a means to consolidate his rule, bring order to chaos, and lay the foundations for what would become the Holy Roman Empire. Charlemagne's military conquests were not just about power and expansion, they were about creating a unified Europe. His vision, strategic acumen, and relentless pursuit of unity transformed the landscape of Europe, leaving a legacy that would echo through the centuries. What if you could leave a mark so significant that it shapes the course of history? Charlemagne did exactly that. His reign was not only marked by a series of successful military campaigns, but also by significant cultural and educational reforms that left a profound impact on Western Europe. One of Charlemagne's most notable achievements was his dedication to education and culture. He believed that a well-educated populace was the key to a prosperous kingdom. To this end, he established a series of schools throughout his empire, providing a foundation for the educational systems we see today. He also championed the use of the Carolingian script, a clear and legible form of writing that revolutionized written communication and laid the groundwork for modern European scripts. But perhaps his most enduring legacy was his crowning as the Emperor of the Romans by Pope Leo III. This event, which took place on Christmas Day in the year 800, marked a turning point in history. For the first time in 3 centuries, the title of Roman Emperor was revived, laying the foundation for the concept of a unified Europe. This event also signaled a shift in the balance of power, with the Pope, not the Byzantine Emperor, bestowing the title, thereby asserting the independence of the Western Church. Charlemagne's reign also gave rise to the Carolingian Renaissance, a period of cultural and intellectual revival within the Frankish Empire. This era saw advancements in art, literature, and architecture, with Charlemagne himself acting as a patron for many of these endeavors. Through his reforms and his vision of a unified Europe, Charlemagne helped shape the identity of Western Europe. His influence can still be seen today, from our educational institutions to our written scripts, and even in the concept of a unified Europe. Charlemagne left a legacy that shaped the very fabric of Western Europe. He was more than just a king, he was a pioneer of a unified Europe. His story reminds us that one person can indeed leave a mark so significant that it shapes the course of history. So, why should we care about a man who lived over 1,000 years ago? Well, Charlemagne's influence is still felt today, over a millennium after his reign. His rule set the stage for the development of modern Europe, shaping its cultural, political, and economic landscape in ways that continue to resonate. Charlemagne's consolidation of power across diverse territories laid the groundwork for the concept of a unified Europe. His reign saw the introduction of a standardized currency system, a move that arguably foreshadowed the Eurozone. His emphasis on education led to the Carolingian Renaissance, a period of cultural and intellectual revival that set the stage for the later Middle Ages and the modern Western world. But Charlemagne's influence goes beyond politics and economics. His life is a testament to the power of ambition, vision, and relentless pursuit of a goal. He rose from being a Frankish king to becoming the first Holy Roman Emperor, shaping an empire that spanned much of Western and Central Europe. His story is a reminder of how one person's vision can echo through the ages, shaping the course of history. It's a reminder that the past is never really past. It continues to shape our present and our future. Charlemagne's reign was not just a chapter in history, it was the beginning of a story that continues to unfold today. So, we've journeyed through the life and reign of one of history's most influential figures, Charlemagne. We've delved into his reign, marked by significant conquests, and explored his enduring legacy that continues to shape our world today. This journey through history serves as a reminder that the past is intricately linked with our present and future. Remember, history is not just about the past, it's about understanding our present and shaping our future. If you enjoyed this journey through history, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more content like this. Until next time, keep exploring.